So when you can just have a conversation about things, and it helps them too, right? They can bring up points and things they don't like, and we can just talk to them about things and how the game is built, and they understand why some decisions are made, and they help us guide us too. They help guide our decisions of what, you know.
And, Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Martin is out there with Washington. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Williams. And it's Oubre in at the two-guard spot. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Well, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Hood deciding where to go with it.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand. And he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to Williams. Now Washington. Olynyk is covering. It's deflected. Hood for three. And the Jazz another three.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
Hood gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Washington passes the ball, and the shot goes down.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now, here's Ball. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. To the paint. The rebound by the Jazz. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Now Oubre after the missed three from Hood. Down low. Rejected by Hood. Going inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Now, here's Ball. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Williams kicks the ball. Over Hood, and they get it back. It's blocked. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And that one is good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Utah.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And finished off by Oubre.
This guy's a super quick leaper. Oubre doesn't need much time to get off the floor.
During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
Martin finds Ball. The shot, no good. So Utah will take it the other way. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Maladon's checked in for Ball.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Oubre outside. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Martin inside. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Pass to Maladon. Charlotte moving the ball around. Oubre outside. Back to Martin. Just 5 on the clock. From the top of the key. The rebound by the Jazz. Outside Hood. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hood's got 19 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Hood. The Hornets also changing it up. Thor's checked in. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for Cody Martin. Sexton's shot is good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Knocked loose. And here comes the break. And the layup's good off the glass. Sexton's got 5 points so far.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's Utah closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this. Utah ends up going with the new group. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Williams. Cody Martin comes in for Mikhailuk. Oubre's checked in for Bouknight. And it's Ball in for Smith. That's good from Ball. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got Martin. LaMelo Ball is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Thor in at the 4 slot.
Works that one inside nicely.
And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
I love the aggression, but they'll need more of that to try and climb back into this one.
Outside Hood takes a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Ball, the pass to Martin. Washington kicks to Oubre. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, during his career, Doris, we've seen Kelly Oubre adapt to multiple coaches and teams.
He has, Kevin, and you do that through hard work. Oubre improved his perimeter game early in his career, and now he is very capable of adding offensive punch and defensive versatility to whichever roster he's on.
And both free throws good for Oubre.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
Hood, the pass to Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, you love how Kelly Olynyk works off the pick and roll. He knows exactly where to be.
Hornets trail by 16. Outside, Martin. Oubre passes the ball. Here's Thor. 5 on the clock. Puts one up from 19. Markkanen pulls it in. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against the Nets played superb basketball. He dropped in 55 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Ball with the bucket.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
And the Jazz with possession here. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Hood gets the bucket.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Oubre outside. Outside, Martin. There's the pass to Thor. 6 on the shot clock. 4-3. Oubre. That shot, no good. And it's Utah the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
You know, Hornets fans, Doris, are excited to see what LaMelo Ball can do for the franchise.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubt this young man is a special talent. You look no farther than his passing ability, the flair, the vision, the fearlessness. Certainly an easy guy to play with. Now the question becomes, can you start to build the talented pieces around him?
Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. Maladon comes in for Ball. And so Hood will bring it up for Utah. Sexton on the wing. The tray. Hood can't get it to go. The Hornets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. 1:10 left here in the second. Pass to Maladon. Fires the 3. The shot comes out, so Utah will take it the other way. Hood for three. It's good from long range. Hood's got 35.
Yeah, and he made 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, and he just continued to pour them on here in the second.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Passes it to Martin. To the inside, looking to end the run, and the layup is up and in. Maladon's got his first basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Hood for three, and the Jazz another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Maladon. Rebounded by Hood.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Hood's got 41.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
For three, Oubre. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Utah out in front, just dominating this one. Live from... And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
We've got Hood. Olynyk is out there with Lowry Markkanen. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. That's the group right now for Utah. Hood gets the bucket.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on,
to 2K23. In July, we held a 2K TV Tuesday event in the city, and I heard that there was some kind of challenge involved.
Always. Everybody's always coming for us. First off, the event was fire. The community showed up. They were repping that 2K TV gear. And right before Team 2K...
We should have a good one on our hands, Brent, as two up-tempo offenses square off.
Yeah, this is going to be like a tennis match, back and forth, right to left. Here we go.
So here are the Jazz starting five. They've got Kelly Olynyk. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard. Shots good by Hood.
And Markkanen should do that more. He's got the height to survey the defense and try to find the open man.
Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Left side Hood. Lets a three fly. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Now here's Simons. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. The shot by Lillard, no good. Utah's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter.
You look at the resume of one Damian Lillard, and there's just no shortage of clutch moments and amazing individual performances in big playoff games.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And so here's Portland following the bucket by the Jazz. Simons outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And with Lillard, he has to be considered among the best point guards of this generation, Brent.
Well, he said some interesting things with regards to comparisons, B.A. There's only one player at his position that he can accept being ranked behind, and that's Steph Curry. You talk about two guys up in the stratosphere of where point guards of today's game are playing, and Dame is sitting on that cloud 9 with Steph.
They get the rebound. And Grant gets it to go.
Well, he's so active. You got to box Grant out. When the shot goes up, he'll get to the offensive glass, and he rises up off the floor pretty quick.
Now here's Hood. He's got 11, and he banks in the layup. Hood's got 13.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
Yeah, staying with it and looking to expand this margin. Hard-nosed takes like that will certainly help.
On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 13-4 run, and he dunks it down.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
It's scooped up. Grant, 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Well, when he gets into the paint and he starts to get hungry, he goes right through the defense. He's a straight line guy.
Here's Hood. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Now here's Reddish. In his last outing, 16 points for him. The 3 is up. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Utah's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Puts it up from 12. Shots good by Hood. Hood's got 20 points.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
Now here's Lillard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
Hood with it, defended by Lillard. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
So for the Blazers, Little's checked in for Grant. Thibault comes in for Reddish, and it's Sharp in for Damian Lillard. And a switch here also for Utah. Sexton's checked in. Simons outside to end the run. Portland, no good that time either.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And he gets the bucket. He's got 25.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And the Trailblazers call time here. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Hey guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
A minute and a half left in the opening quarter. Thibault on the wing. Here's Sharp. Clock at 6. Pass to Simons. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Now here's Simons. He played a great game against San Antonio. And there's a 3-second violation. Horton Tucker. And Utah has possession. Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Drew Eubanks out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Reddish in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Shots good by Hood.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Lillard passes to Reddish. Here's Sharp. Pass to Grant. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Utah's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Lillard. The Jazz making their last shot. Out to the right wing. Pass to Reddish. Shot clock at 6. Over Markkanen. Rebound, Utah. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse, and he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Sharp. Olynyk against Grant. And here's Lillard. Can they get it? Portland again missing.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
To the middle. Here's Olynyk. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Lillard. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. They recover it.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Shots good by Hood.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
With the lead they have, you might think they'd start to settle, but they are still going at the rim strong.
Reddish finds Lillard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Utah's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Outside Hood to the paint. Here's Olynyk. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
They're really working the paint now.
You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Hornets was outstanding. He added 43 points and was on point from deep. His stat line was unreal. Impossible to repeat? I don't know. Coming off of that performance, you tell me. Guys?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA, there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Utah with the ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. To the inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Now here's Simons. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Sharp. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gay picks one up.
And coming into Summer League, Sharp was kind of a mystery man. So it's great to see him play at a high level and get a real sense for his talents.
Thibault, he's checked in for Grant. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Utah. They're on a 19-4 run. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Dunn outside. Now here's Hood. Defense right on him. And down it goes. 2 points. Hood's got 40 points.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And that one falls for Simons.
Simons showing he can be a capable scorer, but there's still some potential upside with his playmaking. This guy is growing in his confidence.
And so it's the Utah Jazz, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
right, it's 2K TV Tuesday, so today I'm joined by Danny and Rodney, and we're about to play No Sleep Uno Squad. If you remember from our award show, he was the top play.
Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we can see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Reggie Bullock is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Wood in at the 5, down low. The grip. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew,